Well, my research program is about the cross-sectional economic impact of four-lane highway interchange. And basically, what I'm doing is measuring the distance decay between a property and the interchange. And then I look at the evolution of property values. We measure that not in terms of miles, but in terms of commute duration. Indeed, if you look at an interchange, you may have a north direction, south direction on the road, and then the north direction is 55 miles an hour and freeway, and so the distance people can cover is far superior to the one that would be south if you had a bunch of street lights and so on. And that project actually started long before I even started my MBA, my Master of Science. It started as I was a business faculty for the Waters Tribal and Community College in the North Minnesota. I was asked to conduct some specific research about the sustainability of the college so we could complete the self-study report or the business plan of the college. From there, I investigated a lot of data, geographic data, working with Dewar, Minnesota, and with other agencies. And eventually, I got hooked up with geographic information system. So when in my research, I found an article that it was called that was written by Cameron Match, a doer economist from the Southwest Minnesota. I think he was in Marshall at the time. And basically, what the article was saying is that uh, the what meaning that most of the job were within 5 miles of a four-lane highway interchange, and for me that was important as Menoman or the Whiters Reservation was in a complete rural area. So I decided to do a research program based on that one. Now, when you look at the master thesis analysis, what happened is you see where the Twin City I picked up is, and I picked up an interchange on the northwest of the Twin City along Highway 94 and Highway 101, US Highway 101. Why there? Because it was not completely rural, so there were some big economic activities. Because it was not totally urban, so there were not too much noise in my analysis, and also because you know the interchange was or the area was clearly located between natural barrier that cannot be crossed by a car. And then finally, because Highway 94 opened in 1972. So Rogers, the city that is around that section, was developed long before the opening of Highway 94 and used to be a complete rural area until it was built. And therefore, you could measure what was going on before to what was going on after, and the result is quite spectacular. Now, when you look at the statistics that is, and if you look at first, if you look at the website, you can see that you can read the proposal title and the proposal presentation so far, but that the entire thesis is not in yet. But once it's done, we should have some pages where the following appears, where you have the list of models that we developed discriminating or segmenting the market into various residential property, commercial property, and industrial property. And then there should be some stable using the least square method, where you have a constant and then various type of dependent independent variables such as the drive time or commute duration, the age of the building, the type of house, colonial, rambler, or split, and some notes. And then underneath, you should have at the same time, the regression model and with the things. We use sample linear regression model to do that. With that should be showing up on the right-hand side, the analytics about of the statistical finding and a bunch of maps that can be adjusted in order to complete the project or to review the material. The idea of doing it dynamically is that I truly believe that modern geography is about being dynamic, something that can be used on a tablet, on a computer, on a iPhone, and the people can still understand what was going on. And that's why, in addition to my to my GIS or Geographic Information Science teaching, I am also completing a full stack developer bootcamp, so I can use my GIS, my MBA in terms of marketing research, economic development, new product development skills to determine what's going on. Indeed, when you look at an interchange, you could substitute a Target store, a grocery store, and see exactly what's going on and detect a lot of information about it. So I hope you enjoy the looking at the website and browsing the material. And I will be very happy to answer questions if you choose to contact me.